God bless our continent, Africa. I want to draw our attention to something that I see that is not good for us as a continent. And I have carefully observed, and those of you who are following the trends of what is happening globally, you will note carefully that South Africa has been supporting Russia, even in the Russia-Ukraine war, in the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. South Africa have been supporting Russia. Even at the point there was an allegation that a shipload of arms from South Africa went to Russia, and so many things. At the point it was alleged that South Africa was sending troops to Russia to go and fight with Ukraine. So many allegations. Those are allegations. So much, and openly we have seen South African president openly, canvassing support and win other African leaders and African nations to align with Russia. I see it as a great disaster in the making. I'm going to be doing another series on, Russia and Africa, but I will just maybe limit this one to South Africa, how Russia uses South Africa, to fight against Israel. Israel and has been at war with Hamas and Hezbollah after the attack on Israel by Hamas fighters, that Israeli were killed in their homeland, some taken up captive, and Israel rose to fight back. South Africa as a nation, just like Russia and several countries, did not condemn that gruesome murder of, rape and all the kind of atrocity that Hamas committed in Israel. They never condemned it, but we saw them, when Israel started to react, to fight back in order to secure our border, because what Israel is doing is Israel is trying to secure her border, and they are trying to disarm and disengage Hamas, and that was why they had to move to the street of Gaza, and they've been fighting using the best war approach, trying to neglect, to minimize civilian casualty. Israel kept sending leaflets, phone calls, all manner of, modern warfare technique used by Israel that any nation have not used before, in order to minimize civilian casualties. Israel has done all this, but yet Hamas refused the people from fleeing. Hamas used the people as a human shield. Why Hamas is doing that from Gaza, from Lebanon, Hezbollah is firing rockets into Israel, supported by, Iran and some other countries who are actually against Israel. But it shocked me to see a country like South Africa that is battling in so many things, so many crises, to get itself involved in the clash of the giants. How come that no country in the Middle East, all the Arab countries, none of them went to petition Israel? But it is South Africa, a country in Africa, a different continent. All the Muslim Brotherhood countries, Egypt, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, all the border nations of Israel and Palestine. No, none of them. It took another nation from a different location to petition Israel to International Criminal Court that Israel was committing genocide in Gaza. Should it not surprise every right-thinking African? What concerns South Africa with the war going on, with the war that Israel is fighting to be able to secure her border? What concerns South Africa? What is South Africa's stake in the Hamas battle? What is South Africa looking for? What is their interest? They should be curious to ask. I don't know. I feel ashamed that South Africans, none of them have come out to really protest against their government. Is it Julius Melana? How they call him? I don't know how he has managed to dampen South Africans, that they saw this gross evil happening. How Russia is pushing South Africa to go and fight, to enter into the clash of giants. Does South Africa has the muscle, the nerves to fight any of this superpower? Where is South Africa in when we talk about world military or world superpowers? Where is South Africa? South Africa, like many other African countries, are treading on dangerous ground. Russia is pushing you to go and be wasted. And South Africa did not stop there. They also went to International Criminal Court to go and sue Israel. And then Israel, went to defend itself, but because of the anti-Semitism, because the UN itself has been polarized, a lot of nations, hates the Jews. It's been a historic hatred. It's been there right from the onset, just like Christians too are hated, like their brother, the Jews, are hated. So, arrest warrant was given. They asked Israel to stop the war, the ongoing invasion of Rafah. And to the shame of people like the president of South Africa and to his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin was asked to stop Ukraine invasion by the same court, even by the UN. Has he stopped it? So why must South Africa yield herself to be used? Why are Africans leaders so daft, they just want to be robots? They want to be puppet for what for? Why do you have to reduce yourself like that? Can't we think for ourselves? Can't we act for ourselves? Why should we be toasted about? I don't want to use some offensive word. It looks so foolish that African leaders can always be used by this super world power. Now they are running to Russia. Thinking that, who is Russia? I'll be coming to that when I'll be doing another episode about Russia. The Russia that all its neighboring countries are running away from. Russia that go if you want to know what Russia is all about, go to North Korea. The worst government in the nation on earth today is North Korea. That was Russia's invention. Those of you clapping for your government now that are going to Russia to go and look for, hey, Russia is supporting your government, you will end up becoming, your nation, your leaders will end up becoming, they will create what they call him, a type of North Korea in your country. Because that is what it will end up. Worse than any other country you can think about. So South Africa, you better rise up now. South Africans of goodwill, rise up now and begin to call your government to order. They should stop this nonsense. They should stop this nonsense. Why are African leaders always used to do evil by these world powers? Why must Russia use South Africa to go this extent they are going? What do you benefit from it? What do you want to achieve from this? You are fighting Israel, God's own nation. You will end up crushing yourself. I think they should go and they should please, the pastors in South Africa, go educate your president and your leaders that they are treading on the dangerous ground and they are bringing the curse of Jehovah upon your nation. They are invoking God's anger upon South Africa. You have not, you know what happened to you in time past, and yet you want another trouble again. You want to bring God's anger upon your country. You are going to meddle with not something that doesn't concern you. South African, call your president to order. Let him go and withdraw that case. Let him go and do the needful. He has gone too far, but it's not late. It's better you come out openly and apologize to Israel. What should South African do? The leaders better go come out openly and apologize to Israel and withdraw every case you have filed against Israel and go back home and go and solve your own problem. Don't put yourself in the midst of an issue that doesn't concern you. You will be burnt. I want South Africa. May God bless Africa. May God bless Africa. And this is a lesson to other African countries. I thank God for our own country. Our president is not meddling with that issue. So many other African countries are staying, not meddling. It's better not to meddle. Leave them alone. if you cannot join them, leave them. It doesn't concern Africa. Africa have too many issues within. We have so much troubles on our hands within the continent and within our various countries that we cannot afford to go and meddle with the troubles of other continents and other countries of the world that are not in our region. Let's face our own problem. Let's face our own internal problem and see how we could resolve and get our nations back on track. Things are not going well in South Africa like many other countries. Things are not going well. So why don't look within and look at how to solve your own problem instead of going to go and bring more trouble and more curses upon your nation? May the Lord help us and help our leaders and help our nations that we will not continue on this path. South Africa, run away from Russia. Russia will push you to fire and the fire will burn you. Russia has nothing good to offer any country. I'm going to still make a release about that. Russia has nothing good. Why are all the countries that are with Russia before running away from Russia? Have you thought of that? Why are they all running away from Russia? If Russia has something good to offer, why are they running away? Ukraine, Poland, Finland, all of them used to be with Russia, but they are running away from Russia now. And you want to go and jump into fire. You think you know better than them? Go to North Korea and see what Russia have created. If you want to see what Russia will make your country, please, I want you to go and read about North Korea. What Russia made of North Korea is what Russia will make of your country. Putin is there. He doesn't want to leave power. He wants to stay in power as an emperor. But other nations are not following the same example. These are what nations have fought. And this is what Russia will bring to your country. Your leaders will become emperors. They will make themselves, they will deify themselves and become God. Just like Joseph Stalin is deified in Russia till tomorrow. And his corpse preserved. People go there. A lot of things. I don't have time to say that in this edition. In another broadcast, I will say more that. May God bless Africa and bless our continent and help Africa to be able to look inward and be able to, chart a way forward for us to be able to, put ourselves on the path of development and to bring our nation and our continent to global prominence. God help us. God bless all our countries in Africa. So I want to urge you, if this content has really impacted you, don't forget to like it, click the like button. Then don't forget to drop your comment. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I'll be coming up with very serious content like this. Drop your comment in this channel and then subscribe to the channel, and please share it, and then so that other people can learn, so that it can get to every South African, so that they can call their president to order, and to other African country leaders, so that they will not toe the path of South African leaders who are fighting, who are being pushed to fight a battle that does not concern them. Let's come back home and fight our battle. Please subscribe for more to come. God bless you.